Hey guys, what's going on? It's Matt Marinoff, Real Estate Recovery Group. My co-host today is Irene Popilevsky. Did I nail it?
Irena Popilevsky. Hey,
Irena
everybody.
Popilevsky. Popilevsky. Sound like a tasty sandwich. Popilevsky.
Oh, and we forgot Pinky's here too.
Pinky is here too, but Pinky's not pink. So this young lady has been in real estate since 2002. She's a realtor broker. She's licensed in both New Jersey and New York. And she never, I guess, expected to fall in love with real estate the way that she did. I guess you got into the real estate industry for rental properties, fixing them, and I guess turning them is turning. I say turning houses. People say flipping. Flipping houses to me, I think, is a dirty terminology. I think turning houses sounds nicer, and the banks like to hear that you're turning something versus flipping it, because I think it has a stigma to it. And I think that basically for them, for whatever reason, I believe that they think that, you're making quick money, you're not doing anything. But anybody who's really in the industry will understand and know that that is not the truth. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about, 2002. Why did you get into the real estate industry?
Okay, so I was in the insurance field before, and I decided that it's time to start investing some money into an investment property. And I said, well, I wasn't really sure about how to go about it, and I didn't want to really bother anybody. So I said, I'll get my license and do my own researches and figure out what I want to do. So what happened, my aunt called me one day and she said to me, I have these friends of mine, they've been working with a realtor for a long time. They can't find a house. The realtor's showing them everything that they don't want. Can you help them? And I said, okay, I'll help them. Let's see. Got on a call with them, interviewed them for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, asked them a million questions until I felt that I totally understand what is it that they're looking for. Went on the MLS, did my research, picked up 3 properties, took them out, and they bought one. And I'm like, wow, this is awesome. But it was more like the idea about really being able to kind of get into their head and really understand what is it and actually finding it to them and bringing it to them, which made me completely fall in love with the business. So back then, I kind of dropped the investment part of it, and I totally started doing real estate for families. So that's how it went.
And what year was that when you realized that was something you had passion about?
This was 2002. Yeah, that's kind of happened I would say 2003 probably, yeah.
So before that, you were actually fixing houses and
No, actually, I have not. I have not had any experience. I bought my own house in 1999. I moved from Brooklyn to Staten Island. Mm-hmm. And that was also like something that just came. I said to my husband, our son is about to go to junior high school. I think we should move and we should buy a house. And my son was actually my weekend buddy to go and look for houses on Staten Island. Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, I haven't even gotten into that until 2008.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So in 2008, everybody knows what happened, right? Mm-hmm. So my husband came home one day and he said he had a client who's losing their home. And he goes to me, babe, do you think you can help them? And I'm like, I have no fucking idea. I have no fucking idea. But I said it again, sorry. And
well, everybody knows who watches me that my lives are for mature audiences only. So.
I know. Great, thank you. And I said, yeah, let him call me. And this is how I began my short sale journey as well.
So what year was that?
2008.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't know what I was doing, but I was determined enough to get on the phone and call anybody in the bank that I could possibly talk to and get guidance from them and what is it that they need in order to make that happen.
Right.
I did short sales for the entire duration.
Okay.
I closed them all on my own. So I didn't have anybody like your company is that you can go to and just deliver the contract and let them take it from there. But I want to say that it's a blessing because I got to learn a lot. And I was able to help a lot of the families because I knew a lot. So I knew exactly, are they going to qualify? What's going to happen? What's going to be the end result for them?
Makes sense.
Yeah. What I have done though, is I've bought properties in an auction and I've flipped the contracts right as soon as I went outside. I only closed on one. So this is an interesting story for anybody who's afraid of or wants to get into, like I call it flipping properties. You call it what?
Turning houses.
Turning houses. Okay. What happened to me was I closed on the property right before the crash. But there was a tenant in there who happened to be the homeowner, which I didn't know because the property looked like it was, it was debris everywhere, no windows. I mean, it was horrendous. But back then, to flip it like this was $250,000 profit just to sell it to another investor. 6 months it took to evict this person, and the crash happened right before it. So from $250,000 profit, I left the closing table with $15,000, which I still thought I did great, because if you don't lose money, that's an amazing thing.
How did you go from a $250,000 potential profit to $15,000 at the table?
I know it was because the property was distressed because the market just shut down. Nobody knew where things were going. It was an upcoming area, and a lot happened.
But you're saying, basically that you legitimately went from a potential profit of $250,000 to $15,000 at a closing table. People are listening to this and they're probably saying, I call bullshit.
No.
Well, you're going to have to back it up. So tell us a little bit about what really happened and why that happened.
There was a lot of issues with the zoning during that time.
Mm-hmm.
Everything got very restricted.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, the profit probably would have been as little, but during that time I had a partner in this, and I can't really go into details, but what happened was, in a way that I just wanted to break part with him and get rid of the property and get rid of him. Let's put it this way.